In 2016, the most successful aerodynamic engineer in Formula One history agreed to build something impossible. A road-legal car using the exact same principles that won more world championships than any other designer. Not inspired by F1. Engineered as an F1 car with number plates. It took nearly a decade. It cost $3 million. The 2026 Aston Martin Valkyrie carries a V12 that revs to 11,100 revolutions per minute, 1,139 combined horsepower, 1,270 kilograms dry, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.6 seconds. Faster than a Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. Every number sounds invented. Every single one is real. We are breaking down every fact about this machine. By the end, you will understand why this is not a hypercar. It is a Formula One car with number plates. But first, it starts with a name chosen for a very specific reason. The name Valkyrie comes from Norse mythology. Female figures who chose which warriors lived and died. Aston Martin and Adrian Newey chose this name because it told the world exactly what this car was meant to be. Not the fastest in a straight line, but a machine built for total dynamic capability. Newey, the most successful aerodynamicist in Formula One history, did not start with a road car. He started with an F1 car and worked backward until it could carry passengers and a number plate. Every hypercar starts from the road and reaches toward racing. The Valkyrie starts from racing and reaches toward the road. But philosophy means nothing without an engine. And this engine is so extreme that nothing in history has matched it. At the center sits a Cosworth-developed 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12, structurally integrated into the carbon fiber chassis like a Formula One power unit. 1,001 brake horsepower at 10,600 revolutions per minute. But the defining number is the red line, 11,100 revolutions per minute. 4,000 revolutions per minute above a Lamborghini. 3,500 revolutions per minute above a Ferrari. Within the rev range of a 1990s F1 engine. No road car engine in history has revved this high naturally aspirated. 154 brake horsepower per liter. No turbo, no supercharger. Just atmospheric air and mechanical fury. The 11,100 revolutions per minute is achieved through machining precision so extreme that every component operates at the edge of material science. But Aston Martin was not finished. A hybrid system adds even more power. The hybrid system was developed with Rimac Automobili. A permanent magnet electric motor delivers an additional 160 brake horsepower on top of the V12's 1,001 brake horsepower. Combined output, 1,139 brake horsepower and 900 Newton meters. The Valkyrie weighs just 1,270 kilograms dry. That translates to 911 brake horsepower per ton. Exceeding every production road car ever built. Only Le Mans prototypes and Formula One cars match this number. The electric motor fills torque gaps at low RPM with instant punch, combined with the V12's high RPM fury. But all 1,139 horsepower goes to just two wheels, the rears. That decision required solving a problem no road car at this power has ever attempted. All 1,139 brake horsepower goes through a Ricardo transmission to one place, the rear wheels. No front motor, no AWD, just 1,139 brake horsepower to two rear tires. Newey called this the correct engineering answer. RWD produces a more direct, more communicative driving experience. Traction depends on aerodynamic downforce pressing the rear tires into the road. Speed creates downforce. Downforce creates grip. Grip allows more speed. Every other manufacturer at this power uses AWD. Newey rejected that logic. He chose RWD because the alternative felt filtered and disconnected. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.6 seconds. Faster than a Bugatti Chiron, a Koenigsegg Agera RS, and every Ferrari, Lamborghini, and McLaren ever made. Top speed, 220 miles per hour limited. The AMR Pro targets over 250 miles per hour. The Valkyrie operates closer to a race car than any road-legal vehicle has ever reached. 911 brake horsepower per ton, almost 1 horsepower for every kilogram. But the defining feature is underneath the car. Formula One banned this in 1982 after catastrophic accidents. The damper system uses hydraulic interconnection, cross-linking front left to rear right. The 11,100 revolutions per minute howl through Inconel pipes produces a frequency profile distinct from any other road car. In track conditions, the car generates 3.3 G lateral force. A conventional seat would crush the driver sideways. The reclined position compresses the spine, not the rib cage. The same orientation used by fighter pilots and F1 drivers. The steering wheel carries all drive controls: mode, braking bias, differential, launch. The pedal box adjusts to the driver, not the seat. The interior is stripped to the minimum. No dashboard, no leather, no trim, only function. Most hypercars offer luxury. The Valkyrie offers a weapon. The Valkyrie LM, announced in 2025, is the track-only evolution directly connected to Aston Martin's Le Mans race car. It produces 697 brake horsepower from a modified lean-burn V12. With a race-optimized exhaust and dry sump oil system. It generates 3.5 G of lateral cornering force and 2.5 G of braking deceleration, numbers that sit firmly in prototype racing territory. Top speed, 210 miles per hour in race configuration. Rev ceiling, 8,400 revolutions per minute, optimized for endurance racing where the engine must survive hours of full throttle running. Production numbers. Only 150 road cars at 2.5 million pounds, $3 million US, 25 AMR Pro track-only variants, 40 Spider open-top variants. Every single example is shaken down at Silverstone Circuit before delivery. A pre-delivery track test no other manufacturer applies. Because a car this extreme cannot be validated by a clipboard. It has to be validated by Silverstone, where Formula One World Championships are decided. The 2026 Aston Martin Valkyrie is not a hypercar. It is a proof, written in carbon fiber, titanium, Inconel, and sound, that the gap between a Formula One car and a road car is not absolute. It is simply a matter of how seriously you are willing to close it. Adrian Newey tried completely. The result is a machine whose V12 revs to 11,100 revolutions per minute, whose venturi floor generates downforce banned from F1 in 1982, whose suspension is transplanted from Grand Prix racing, and whose every example is validated at a race circuit. The Valkyrie does not blur the line between road car and race car. It erases it. The V12 will keep screaming at 11,100 revolutions per minute. The venturi floor will keep pressing the car into the earth. One of 150 waits for the moment its owner lies back and experiences what Newey believed possible. A road car that is a race car. Today you learned about the refusal to accept limits. If these facts left you speechless, hit subscribe. Which fact impressed you most? The 11,100 revolutions per minute, the 911 brake horsepower per ton, the venturi floor, or the Silverstone shakedown? Drop your answer in the comments.